I'll tell you the problem with the scientific power that you're using here. It didn't require any discipline to attain it. You know, you read what others had done, and you took the next step. You didn't earn the knowledge for yourselves, so you don't take any responsibility for it. You stood on the shoulders of geniuses to accomplish something as fast as you could, and before you even knew what you had, you patented it and packaged it and slapped it on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. You want to sell it. Well,
I don't think you're giving us our due credit. Our scientists have done things which nobody's ever done before.
yeah, but your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Welcome to Practical AI, everybody. My name's Jeff Northrup. This is Peter Lynn. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about copyright and privacy. Peter, tell us what's going on in the privacy space and copyright space, specifically by answering first this question. What's the difference between me getting information from a website versus getting it from a Chat GPT bot or Bard or one of these other bots?
Yeah, so that's a very nuanced, but I'll try to, I'm not a lawyer, so here's my layman explanation. If you have some content, let's say like lyrics, for example, for like a popular song, be it Queen's, Bohemian Rhapsody, or Prince, or something else. If you love a song and you write those lyrics down on your website, on your blog, well, if you're not making any money from it, that's considered fair use. But if you're OpenAI and you charge people for a monthly subscription, and you ask it, give me the lyrics to this Taylor Swift song, or give me the lyrics to this metal song by Metallica, and it gives you the full thing, well, now OpenAI is getting paid.
So as long as the copyright is in place, OpenAI is at risk of copyright laws.
Yep.
Breaking copyright laws. But a website that isn't monetized or isn't making money, that's okay.
In theory, right? But there are cases where certain artists, so the famous one on YouTube is the Eagles. The Eagles goes after anyone that does a cover of their songs. Don Henley apparently hires a whole team of people to track down covers, and they aggressively take down people's videos. Rick Beato did a video a few years back saying, hey, Don, you're rich. People love your music. Let them do a cover.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And so one of the reasons this came up was a article that popped up from first was a ChatGPT 2 thing about, just do they know your phone number? So this was early on. This is December 2020.
Yep.
Does it know my phone number?
There's a high probability that it does. And more than
that. So what, and this gets into, alignment, right? And that was, I think, our 4th episode, but alignment is essentially that it is, to a certain degree, doing what it's supposed to do, right? But what it's supposed to do has rules that we've imposed on it, right?
Yep.
So in this instance, it's a privacy issue, right? I don't want my phone number floating around easily, maybe. And so ChatGPT has to be aligned to not give that information, correct?
That's ideally, yes.
Okay. And ChatGPT 2 was not aligned very well. Was it giving out people's phone numbers?
It was giving out more than just that. Some other researchers also dug into it, and they're able to get things like personal health information, which absolutely legally is not allowed.
Okay.
So that's a major legal risk. It's not just a copyright. It's like, hey, you put someone's medical records in your system, you can get sued for that big time.
And so basically, if the trouble that the OpenAI folks run into is that even if my medical records are mistakenly available somewhere,
Yep.
so it's someone else's problem, it quickly becomes their problem, right?
Well, absolutely is their problem. Yep.
So here's another one. This came up from TechCrunch recently. 17th. And ChatGPT 4, when given the right jailbreak prompts, can leak private, sensitive data, including email addresses, etc. So it sounds like we're 2 or 3 iterations beyond ChatGPT 2, and we're still having this problem. Why?
Well, so the main thing is, as it gets better with language, it gets harder to align it. And that article specifically compares 3.5 to 4. They found that 3.5 was actually easier to align, and 4 leaks more information. And so that suggests that as you train larger and larger models, the difficulty of aligning it gets harder and harder. And so then if you logically think about that, does that mean that 5 and 6 get to the point where it's impossible? Because if what you're using to align it now isn't working, it's just gonna get worse.
Maybe. Okay. It's almost like as things get bigger and better, the risk also increases, right?
Yep.
So it's almost like bigger, not safer.
Yeah.
Is almost or bigger, more risky.
Right.
So are there things that the smart people are doing to address this?
Yeah, a few months back, OpenAI announced this new initiative called super alignment, where they're gonna try to write programs or code that automates this whole process of alignment. So that all sounds nice, except that like no one's proven that's feasible or practical. And even if you make it, even if you're smart enough to figure out a way to automate this stuff, well, as the model gets bigger, the amount of time you have to spend aligning it also increases. So your cost just goes up. So it's not just like the cost of training the base model is enough. The training cost just goes up tenfold because model's bigger in the first place to train, and now to align it takes more time to train.
Is it possible right now for a reasonable AI to exist without humans doing some kind of alignment mechanisms against it?
No, if you take the raw language model, it is completely unaligned, and you can do it'll spit out anything and everything that's in it.
So that prompts the next question, and that is, can artificial intelligence in the future exist without human intelligence?
No, currently no. But unless someone actually achieves artificial general intelligence, the answer is no.
Okay. All right. Well, we got a lot to watch out for over the next couple of years, don't we?
Oh yeah, it's interesting times.
Yeah, it sure is. All right, Peter. Good topic. Thanks for bringing this topic to light, and we'll have to watch it over the next couple of years. Take care, everybody.